And good afternoon, one all. Welcome back to another playthrough here of Final Fantasy XIV. And as you can see, Fire and the Gloom, we did complete it on the last playthrough, so let's go and report in to tell our progress. Something about seeing everyone loitering around in an MMO is actually really kind of cool. But here we go. Welcome back, Juliana. I'm reliably informed that your foray into the Deep Croft was a success. Nor did I expect anything less. Baderon's ringing endorsement left me in little doubt as to your capabilities. Even so, you are to be commended. Baulord Lowen asked me to pass on his thanks. I must say, it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity of late. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions, and we are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work for able souls such as yourself, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves with predictable consequences. As if to illustrate the point, Avere's gone and it's all your fault. If it hadn't taken you an age to heal him, he would still be alive. Oh, wow. You know, someone's passed on and immediately you're like, you failed to do your job, that's why they're dead. Yeah, just dunk on someone when they're in the worst possible frame of mind. That's a good idea. But I tried. He bolted out of rage and finished the spell. He shouldn't have been so hard-pressed in the first place. He should have done more to lighten his burden. To the hell's this pathetic excuse for a party? I'm leaving, and it'll be too soon if I never see your faces again. Goodbye and good riddance. And to be fair, this is the kind of toxicity I expect from an MMO. It's the first time I've actually seen it playing Final Fantasy XIV. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. We found our new heal in this game, people. Wow, what a dick! I only suffered you for your healing, but you couldn't even do that one thing right. Cruel though this may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Oh, and by the way, some parting advice. Get rid of Avere's head. Bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hells you like with it, but for God's sakes, stop carrying it around! It's just get rid of it, alright? Wait! Don't leave me alone! Please! I'm so sorry, Avere. Please forgive me. Seems like this has become all too common. That makes 12 times in half as many days. Now, you see why I'm grateful for adventures of your experience. I can send women like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much at any rate. Speaking of missions, I would entrust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Uldar. She seeks the services of a reliable adventurer, and you are nothing if not reliable. If you think you might be interested in this task, say the word, and I'll be glad to share the details with you. So we'll complete that. We get 3 high potions of 3 aethers. And we'll mark that quest completed. That's 12,000 experience. I will take it. And then Call of the Deserts. Go on then. So, you know, I'm first taking a little trip. Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Uldar. Once you arrive, seek out Momodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand. Think of her as the Sultanate's version of myself. Chances are she'll send you into the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you'll pull through unscathed. Now off you go, Juliana, and good luck. Yeah, I'm fully aware of, I'm fully aware of Momodi. She's the one who gave me all my missions back in Uldar when I first started playing the game. Now, I want to do is get up to the... Or is it down? Actually, it'll be down. Yes, go down to the airship. Because I'm going to go back to Uldar. So let's get on the airship and fly home. I mean, that's not as impressive as the High Wind or what the Red Wings had in Final Fantasy IV or the Ragnarok in Final Fantasy VIII, but it's still pretty damn cool. And of course, you want to know more about the Red Wings and Final Fantasy IV, do go check out my good friend Queen3210 at youtube.com/@Queen3210, where there is an ongoing playthrough of Final Fantasy IV featuring me. The pair of us did audio commentary for that, and it's been a lot of fun to do. Please go check that out. So now what we need to do is go to report to Momodi. We will descend to the Ruby Road. I've not been back here for a while. And yet, here we are. There's the dancing girls. I fell for a man with no gill in his hand. Well, it means you must have really liked him then. If you fell someone who had no cash, it meant you saw through any of the usual things that people look for and liked them for who they were. My congratulations to you.
Welcome to the Quicksand, friend. I'm so busy right now. If you wouldn't mind showing yourself to... Oh, it's you, Juliana. And there was Spartan, the same tired line. Mune sent word that you'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer at the moment. That ain't no small praise coming from her. But you didn't come all the way here to listen to me prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started, so let's talk business, shall we?
Yep. Oh. Well, that was easy. Okay, next. Into a copper hell. Ooh, okay, interesting.
The petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now.
Gods almighty! Another second and that cylinder would have been set afire! A taken of ale if you'd be so kind! Ah, it's you again. Not seen you in ages.
Excellent timing, Papa-shan. It just so happens the adventurer who will be handling your petition is here.
Oh, I visited my good friend Juliana. It does my spirit well to know you are the one who will be helping us.
Mayhap you'd like to apprise Juliana of her mission.
Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at the Amagina & Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development at Copperbell Mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are the clan known as the Hecatonchires, fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn dynasty. Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site.
It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago?
You know your history well, my lady. The people of that age used the Hecatonchires to work their mines. By way of enchanted helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. But as is oft the way in such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. And yes, slavery is evil. Take down the slavers. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Hecatonchires, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels, so it was that the great giant revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock.
Well now, that got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Copperbell in the Mithril Eye a fortnight or so ago. It said the mines are being reopened so as to meet the rising demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. gods! To think the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries! That's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething.
Indeed, and that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining or copper so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task we would have you to undertake. I'll not deny the mission we're rife with danger, but our need is great, and so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business.
God bless you. I feared you might have reservations, but I assure you it is for the best. In case you don't know, copper mines are in Western Fanaland. Do you take care, you hear?
Oh, and one last thing before you depart. An employee of Amagina & Sons is presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Mesa, and he knows copper mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. So, once more back in the desert, and we're doing more quests around here. So, all we need to do is speak to this guy who's right behind me. Look at the Painted Mesa. You found him. So you're the adventurers volunteer to deal with the mess down in Copperbell, are you? You got guts, miss. I just hope you got skills to go with them, because things ain't pretty down there. The Hexankairas have left the place in a right state, and nearly a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the Second Yule Dynasty was young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would never have thought to reopen it. We knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong! Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of the giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt, for want of aught to build with. The stone torches are keeping watch over the entrance in case giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. The hope of the nation's resting on you, friend. Best of luck. So what we now need to do is make our way out to Copperbell Mines, and that means going out the exit to the left and then round. So let's do it. So let's speed up for a second. Ah, yes, I need to go along the main highway, so we'll go this way first. Enjoy the theme of the gold saucer for a very, very brief moment. So I'll head out this way in just a second, yeah. And then what we'll do is look for the best way to get to them when we're on the overworld. Right, so, yeah, so we need to go all the way out there. I mean, I could pay 100 gil to go there. I mean, I've got 34,500, I've got 34,000 and odd down there, so I can afford it. 100 gil's not a lot of money. And it saves us having to spend ages doing it. Ah, yes, I remember now. We're going up here, but it's right up there. So I do know that people play this game on console, and it makes me wonder how it must feel. With all the options and menus, I just don't know how it'd work, but obviously I've not played it, so I'm sure the console players love it, but for me, an MMO is definitely keyboard and mouse, and possibly a few other things on top of that, but for me it's keyboard and mouse, that's what I've got. just trying to test out the auto selection here. It kind of works and kind of doesn't. Yeah, that works. That's all right. Okay, let's talk to the Stone Torch. There has been an incident inside Copper Mines. We're here to ensure that this effect's contained. But for your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. Oh, actually, let's get to the line. Sorry, people. I don't think the Papa shall be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. The Giants content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now. It's only a matter of time before they come to outside. The sooner you see them, the better. Make it ready as best as you can and enter at will. Yep, so we now get access to the Copper Mines. So we can either choose other players or NPCs. I'm going to try other players, see if I can get a group together. So we're just going to very quickly see if we can find some more details on this. I see. So they have to be forward. That makes sense now. Nice. That works. Okay, so now that we've got the mine active, we don't have to actually jump straight in there. What we can do instead is we can either choose to go in with NPCs, or, as I've done, I've chosen to try and go with a party of people. So I'm hoping that others in the area need to actually do this dungeon, or want to do it for experience. And then they can choose to join up, and basically we'll get our own party. So for now, let's have a look, see if there's anything else going on in the overworld. If not, it might be a case to do some grind some more. That was really strange. I had them targeted and it wasn't selecting the moves. How very weird. Oh, that instant killed him. Wow. This might be a case of over-leveled go burr here, people, but that's just the way it goes. Because obviously, with the way the free version of the game works, you can now actually go up to level 90, would you believe? It used to be level 70, now it's level 90. So we can continue exploring out here, seeing more of the overworld. If we don't get a... Because it says there, you can see time elapsed is 2 minutes 48. It has an average of 6. So for me, realistically, if after, say, 10 minutes we've not got anyone, we can leave this and go in with NPCs. I also believe our levels will be locked to a certain level for the dungeon. Ah, yeah, you need to basically... I see, they're on the bridge. go. Thank you. Yeah, so I was struggling with my camera controller. Yay! There we go. Level's no longer synced. So as you can see, because my level was synced at a lower one, my HP really took a tanking compared to the amount I have. But as you can see, we're letting our healing go back up. I'd love to find a way to swap MP and HP. I've not had to use MP because I'm a pugilist. So I want the 10,000 HP. That's what I want. Yeah, my character kind of got stuck in the regular running animation then, rather than actually doing the attack, which is rather odd. So we're currently at 6 minutes and 12 seconds. We're going to carry on for a little longer. And if we don't get anywhere, then at that point we're just going to abandon the thing we've already joined up to and instead go in with NPCs. I would like to have the opportunity to have a party though. It'd be nice to have a party involved. But they might not be interested. Well, as you can see, we're getting very little experience around here, so I'm not really... It's not... The only thing I do get is money, but even that's not great either. Let's go and check out the town. We've got a little longer. I found out, by the way, that at the Download Festival this year in the UK, they actually had a portable, they had like a pop-up tavern themed to Final Fantasy XIV. I mean, that's pretty damn cool, in a way. I know that a couple of years back, when Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance was coming, they actually had a, Atlas had a place at the festival where you could play the game. That was like an early experience of it, which I also think is pretty cool. I didn't mean to do that. I hit the wrong one. Yeah, that definitely helped. Right, we've got roughly 1 more minute. If we don't get anything by then, we will instead go in with NPCs. I want to see what this dungeon's like. So I've got all these quests here that I need to do. I've got loads of them. Oh, here we go. Yep. We're just waiting for a... I think we're waiting for a tank or a swordsman to join us. We've got a tank, we've got a healer, We just need one more. Come on. Join. Please. We're all ready to go. Come on, the Eastern Thug is ready to throw down. Yay, here we go. So as I'm DPS, I don't want to be at the front. We need the tank to take the lead. Yes, definitely the mines here. Here we go. So let's take a look at our party. We're in the Copper Mines. Oh, yes. Here we go. Excellent, they've got the key. Cool, nice one, let's go. Fine, I'll get it, let's go. That's annoying. The little like candelabra got in the way of my movement. That's right, Mr. Hecaton Kyries, you're going down. Bit of good old-fashioned DPS. Excellent, there we go. Let's keep going. There we are, it's time to join the party. What the hell? We actually got turned around then, not sure what happened, but it's okay. Gotcha. Yeah, we don't want to have the party split, that'd be bad. Oh. Let's not get caught in our own explosion, shall we, people? Power up my true strike, so up we go. Oh, that's annoying. I see, so that's his attack mode, is it? Okay. Got him. Pair of plundered goggles have been added to the list. That's cool. I'll get it again, guys. But I've just seen we've been capped at level 20 this time, so that's not too bad. You can see that just over where I've got the map. Right, let's interact with the chamber. They've all gone on ahead of me into fight. Okay, fair enough. Fine. Right, let's try that again, shall we? Oh, there's one there. Excellent, nicely done. So we're now in position to blow this up and get moving. Here we go. Deeper into the mine. So this is the part I actually really, really like. This is actual proper cooperative play. Oh, here we go. Yes, we're fighting the blob here, basically, people. Any of you are fans of 50s horror movies? Doing the traditional DPS approach. You get clear of the attack and get straight back in. No messing around. Do as much damage as possible, as fast as possible. And it worked! Yay! We've also got a tabard as well, which is cool. None of them are any better for me, so I'm going to leave it as they are. So I do like the design here, where it's literally like we're rushing as a team. It's actually pretty cool. I say, I'm not normally one for things like MMOs, but I've actually really enjoyed my time playing Final Fantasy XIV. I'm quite surprised. Oh, where did you come from, sir? Hey, we did it. Hey, there's treasure back here. Don't leave the loot, guys. Oh. Slaves no more! Free! Free! Oh, now we're talking, people. Here we go! It's the Governor from Resident Evil 4. That's exactly what that is. They're all waiting for me. I don't think there's any dodging in this one. Yeah, we had to tank that. Not much more we could do about it. Luckily, thanks to the blood move I've got, I can get healing back. Nice, I dodged it. Woo! Yes! We made it! Down you fall! Alright, let's see what we can get from the treasure trove. Unable to attain the plundered staff because basically we didn't have that option. So we managed to complete Into the Copper Hell, and we did it with other players, which is pretty awesome. I do like that ability where you can choose to just go in with a team, and it, like, rather than just giving you a bunch of NPCs, it's like, go where you are. So now what we need to do is report to Painted Mesa, which is all the way back in Uldar. So, I mean, what I can do is I can just use Uldar's free cast. I might as well do a free cast of it. Cost me absolutely nothing, so let's get rid of it. Right, okay, so out we go. It's up the stairs there. So we'll go and report our quest glory to Painted Mesa. And as you can see, we've got a long time to wait for that to cast. More than 10 minutes now. It's going to take ages. Luckily, I don't need it to be cast just yet. Oh, looks like I've got another quest here. Okay. Ah, the Conqueror of Copperbell returns! Thanks to you, our mining operations can resume, and Uldar will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, my friend. I'll share the good tidings with Papashan the next time I see him. As for you, want to report to Mamoni. It'll do the woman well to see you alive and in one piece.
No!
Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine! You stole from me! Don't even think to deny it!
But please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this. Pay for it with my own coin.
What rot! You refugees are all the same! Couldn't afford maggoty mole meat, much less choice cut of dodo! I'm gonna say it one more time. Give back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to brass blades. You know, help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in Whatever capacity I require, the authorities needn't hear of your crime.
But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 has been witness. Please, adventurer, help me! I beg of you! I swear on mother's grave, I didn't steal nothing! I bought this with a coin I'd saved! I wanted to treat my children to a decent meal!
And who the hell's are you when you're at home? This dog's master? I've had enough of this mummer's farce. You lot, teach him a lesson. It looks like we're in a fight on the streets here, I think, people. Ah, no, I'm not having you casting magic on me. That's not happening. Anybody else? Anybody else? Ugh, I ain't getting paid enough for this. Hey, where the else do you think you're going?
Thank you, kind adventurer. Thank you, thrice over.
Ooh, hello. Somewhere else in time and space, I guess. I swear there were more refugees than when I last looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. But it's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support the communities. The residents found their lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes, and problems like those aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. I see. Well, the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Is the same thing happening in the other cities? If the talk is true, yes. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Uldar has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try their luck here first. My heart goes out to them, it truly does. But I would be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Well, if things do take a turn for the worst, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Gallian Empire, patrolling the streets for riffraff.
It may well come to that.
Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, you've no hope. Ugh. What will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins? Get your dodo tenderloins! Guaranteed cheapest in Battleland! Thank you for your custom, madam. Please come again. Looking around, you'd think that Uldar was well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. So did we see her buying her dodo meat?
Madam, are you alright? What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? What? Saw her buy that meat, you say? That's absurd!
Aye, us did I. Leave the poor woman alone, you damnable vulture.
Who said that? I will overlook this, but just this once. God bless you, adventurer. If you hadn't come along when you did, who knows what that monster might have done? It don't bear thinking about.
So who was it that saw her? Wow. I got 28 experience points for that, by the way, people. 28. Oh, another cutscene, okay.
All's well that ends well. We meet again. Pray do not mistake my intent, for it is always honourable. But I have been watching you ever since you departed Uldar. You played the part of envoy to perfection, confident as a woman on a diplomatic mission should be, yet unfailingly courteous to your betters. And when your travels led you into the midst of danger, you faced it without so much as a flinch. You, my lady, are quite a marvel, and I confess to being quite taken with you.
Why we done it first?
But my lavish praise continues. Most of all, I was struck by your readiness to aid those in need, even when words were all the reward you could expect to receive. Such selflessness is a rare thing in this day and age. All of which leads me to conclude that you are indeed the one whom I've been looking for, an adventurer possessed of a very rare set of qualities. To be sure, your rescue of that damsel in distress was more of a happy accident, but rescue her you did, and that is what matters in the end. I feel I should mention at this point that I also harbour a burning interest in a certain talent of yours. I speak of your visions. You have been experiencing visions, have you not? Well, it just so happens that I know a woman who shares your talent and can help you to understand it. She and I belong to the same organisation, and we should both be delighted beyond words if you would agree to join our cause. Naturally, there are benefits to being part of such a collective. For one, we should be glad to assist you in realising your potential as an adventurer. You need not give me your answer now. Think upon it, and if you'll move to help us, as I pray you shall, speak with Momodi, the ever-lovely and youthful mistress of the quicksand. Tell her the Shions of the Seventh Dawn have found their woman, and she will tell you where to find us.
And for that, we need to speak to Momodi, so with that in mind, let's get inside. There she is.
Pimp! Scenes like that becoming ever more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry though, if you work hard, you'll probably be alright. Saying that, if you ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't go pestering me every time you graze your knee, eh? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the women folk from time to time. Ah, Juliana! Sorry to keep you waiting. I was just finding guidance to a fresh-off-the-carriage adventurer. By God, it's good to see you safe and well. So look at you. No one would ever guess you'd been hard at it with giants in the dark. I never doubted for a moment you'd succeed, of course, and neither did Papashan, which ain't to say he won't be overjoyed. Oh, before I forget, there's a lass here who wants a word with you. Didn't actually know your name, but hearing a description, I knew who she meant right away. Thank you for sparing the time. I realise you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. My name is Edda. I'm an adventurer like you, though I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told. Anyway, I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania when... I'm sorry. We were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was Aver, and he and I were to be wed in the spring. You may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you are, you see. An adventurer is an adventurer, and swore that he would be like you one day. I believed that he would have succeeded. Had a fiend not robbed him at the chance. Since that day I thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. But when I think of the woman you are, of all that you've achieved, I find that I am inspired, just as Aver once. And so I decided to start again as an adventurer. I'll go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. But I wanted to meet you first. To ask your name. Juliana Van Thorn. I shan't forget. Thank you, Juliana Van Thorn. I pray that we will meet again. Fare you well. Adventuring can be cruel bleeding business. Time was I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they first asked me to take charge of the guild here, I didn't want it all to do with you lot. Thought it'd be a right pain in the arse looking after you all. But against my better judgment, I decided to accept the post. And I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be a part of your lives. And that goes double for yours, Juliana. Eh? What did you say? You want to know about the Shions of the Seventh Dawn? They're beginning to move in earnest then. Listen, Juliana, the Shions ain't no ordinary folk. And the work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would be twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. Knowing that, if you're still certain you want to get involved, I'll tell you what I can.
Let's complete the task. Or the quest even, not the task. So, yeah. Let's see what she has to say. The Shions of the Seventh Dawn. We get experience, the Vesper Bay Aephorite ticket, and then some extra gear as well, which is actually not as good as what I've got, which is annoying.
So you want to know more then, do you? Well, ain't that a surprise? I swear if I painted certain death on one door and limitless wealth on another, 9 out of 10 adventurers would go through the first, and the other boy wouldn't be able to choose, on account of being an Ulden. Anyway, don't say I didn't warn you. First of all, if you're wondering whether you can trust these Shions of the Seventh Dawn, you can. They're good people who've made it their mission to solve some of Eoz's most pressing problems. Of course, that ain't no small task, and so they're always looking for dependable individuals to join them. Individuals like you, Juliana. Now, I've been given leave to tell you where to find the Shions, but you must promise to keep this information to yourself. As you can probably imagine, it's something Eoz's enemies would very much like to know.
And unfortunately, another player's kind of intruded on the scene here, but never mind.
The Shions are headquartered in Vesper Bay, out in western Fanalan. The place you're looking for is called the Whacking Sands. Give your name to whoever's at the entrance, and you'll be let in. You're a woman in demand, Juliana, and the days ahead promise to be busy. But I hope you won't forget your old dear friend Momodi. Drop in and tell me how you're faring from time to time you're here. Right, well I said my piece. Off you go.
Yep, so we need to go to the Whacking Sands in Vesper Bay. Luckily, we can get there via a very simple portal, or we can run. However, that is very much for another time, because we've literally come close to an hour, and having seen that story unfold of Juliana's, I think that's a perfect time for us to wrap up for this time. So in the interim, of course, you can catch up with me on twitch.tv/SSWishbone for my live streams, as well as the videos that we've got here on youtube.com/@SSWishbone. You can also check out my good friend Chris JT1985, both on twitch.tv and here on youtube.com, for playthroughs and all access Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2, and many, many other games in the back catalogue. And if you go over to youtube.com/@Queen3210, you can check out the ongoing playthrough of Blueprints, but also the recently launched playthrough of Final Fantasy IV, guest starring myself. Do go check those out. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and everything else. And I'd like to say thank you all very, very much for watching. And next time, it's on to the 7th Dawn.